Hey folks, I'm back for another track guide, and today I'm at Rudskogen in the Formula Ford in the Fixed series. I haven't changed the brake bias, the weather conditions are spot on. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you find it useful. If you do, please do give it a like. Please do subscribe and hit that bell for notifications for future videos. And if you're feeling super generous, you can buy me a coffee in the link in the description below. Cheers folks, best of luck. Don't forget to let us know how you're getting on in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Okay, so let's get started with a breakdown of our 1 minute 27.848 here at Rudskogen in the Formula Ford. We haven't changed the brake bias here. It may be wise to move the brake bias forward a bit, so adding a bit of percentage, like say 1%. So as we come into the brake zone, we're going to start our braking soon after the 100 board, but before the 50, before the curb starts too. And we're going to brake pretty heavily down to second gear, and then towards the end of the curb we're going to have the car turn in, but we're maintaining a little bit of brake as we do this, so we keep the rear end in check, otherwise the back's just going to spin out straight away. So a little bit of brake here up to the curb, some gas, and we want to point ourselves right at the inside start of the curb here, and we're going to come out of the gas and kind of float around this corner a little ways. And then around about the grass area, maybe just after, we want to make sure we're super tight to the inside curb. We're gripped up, we're steering heavily, and then we're going to start pushing the gas. And we really want to exit right at the end of the curb here. Otherwise, we're going to run out of track. But it's about sort of keeping momentum going around that corner. You just need to keep the car moving without braking too heavily there. So we're coming to a particularly precarious corner here. This right-hander is pretty taxing. What we need to do is look at the boards, and around about the one just after the 100 board, we're going to start coming out of the gas. We've actually started to point the car in, you'll notice, to the inside of the track towards that curb in the distance. And we're down to third. We're braking very lightly, but for a prolonged period of time. We caught the inside curb, and we're going to continue slowing down, going out towards the outside of the track. Down to second. And then we want to make sure that we pick up, again, the end of this curb. We need a shallow exit here. If we exit too wide, we're going to ruin the S's coming up. So you'll notice I was sort of dancing on the accelerator there a bit. I was a little bit premature, and I knew that the car was going to get pushed out too wide. So I waited, and we come out basically just past mid-track. We need to get back over to the right, lift to get some turn in here. And then we've got a nice straight run into this one. Again, a lift to get some turn in. And we've pointed ourselves right at the next curb. We can just see it there. And what we're going to do is after the white line here, we're going to slow the car in a straight line, come out of the brakes. Now we've chewed off quite a lot of this curb. That's perfectly legal. Any more than this though, you're going to have problems. The reason we've done this is because we need to try and keep the car reasonably tight to the inside here. Now I've come down to first. Some people might do this second, but I found that with a little bit of extra accelerator, first gears just lets you grip around that corner a little bit better. It gives you a little bit more steering angle so you can make this exit. So we're heading straight back over to the left hand side of the track now, and we've got a very, very fast braking zone here, and I'm going to start my braking just before the 50 board. You might want to brake a little bit sooner depending on how your brakes are set up. We are braking downhill, so we need to take that into account. We're going to get ourselves down to first, and then we want to be really nice and tight to this inside curb and back on the gas mid corner. It's perfectly fine to come out nice and wide here. We don't need to get straight back over to the right. We're going to straight line it under the bridge, and then we're looking for this curb, and once we're on the curb and we're straight, we're starting our braking. Now you can go right out wide on this curb. You can even go wider than I've gone here without getting an off track, and you want to be as wide as you can because we want to brush the brakes for this one. We don't want to kill our speed. We need momentum. But we're brushing the brakes, and then we're on the curb and we can gas it. I gassed a little bit too soon again there. So just before the end of the curb here, we're going to lift and turn. And then some more gas for a period of time as we're approaching this inside curb. Now this is a classic double apex corner, which means we want to be tight to the curb on entry, and we're going to brush the curb again towards the exit. So the car mid corner is going to float out about mid track. So what we're effectively doing right now is we're braking out towards the Rosendale sign there, straight ahead of us. That's our sort of target for braking. And then once we've done our braking, we're back out. We start to turn in. I bring it down to first mid corner with a little blip on the throttle, and then we're back into the gas as soon as we can, nice and tight towards the end of the curb. And again, you can let the car come out really wide here. As long as you got your right hand wheels on the curb, you're good. And that concludes our 1 minute 27.848 here at Rudskogen. There's definitely a little bit more time on the table, but it is a track where it's all about trying to be smooth, trying to maintain your momentum, so not over braking the car, and just trying to keep that rear end in check in some of these faster corners. So make sure you just keep a little bit of trail brake, just a little bit of light braking as you go in towards the apex, and that's going to keep the car nice and planted. Good luck here this week, guys. If you like the video, do give it a like. If you want to see more of this sort of stuff in the future, please do subscribe and hit that little bell to get notifications. I'll be live on Thursday this week, every Thursday in the evening UK time, so around about 7:45 GMT. I try and do a live stream with rookie and D-class races on a Thursday, and then some other races on a Sunday. So come and check it out, guys. It'd be great to see you there. Best of luck, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.